All right, so we have a teenage killing spree that raced across the plains and forced America to confront fear and fame and responsibility. So I'm Matt Haskell. I'm a high school history teacher taking you through Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire, and in this episode we're hitting the lyric Starkweather Homicide. And when Billy Joel sings Starkweather Homicide, he's pointing to the 1957-58 murders by Charles Starkweather, a 19-year-old from Lincoln, Nebraska, and his 14-year-old girlfriend, Carol Ann Fugate, a case that turned small-town business into national headlines. So the first killing came in December of 57 when gas station attendant Robert Colvert was shot after a robbery in Lincoln. Several weeks later, in January of 58, Starkweather went to Fugate's home. Her mother, Velda, stepfather, Marion Bartlett, and 2-year-old half-sister, Betty Jean, were killed. The house sat eerily normal for days. And, curtains were drawn, visitors were turned away, while the pair prepared to go on the run. And what followed was a fast, chaotic trail through southeast Nebraska. You have the murder of farmer August Meyer near Bennett, the kidnapping and killing of teenagers Robert Jensen and Carole King, and the high-profile slayings in Lincoln of C. Laura Ward, Clara Ward, and Lillian Fankel, after which the couple fled west in a stolen car. They then crossed into Wyoming, where they killed Merrill Collison, a traveling motorist, and then during a botched, this all took place during a botched car switch. We have a roadside struggle, and then a chase near Douglas, and then Starkweather finally surrendered. Fugate was captured separately, shouting to police that she was a hostage. The trials split the pair, and Starkweather insisted Fugate was a willing partner. She said he controlled and threatened her, though. Starkweather was convicted and executed in 1959. Fugate was convicted as an accomplice, sentenced to life, and then paroled in 1976. She has long maintained she was held against her will, but the debate over her role as a co-conspirator or as a captive became part of the case's cultural afterlife. So why did this story just loom so large? Well, a lot of it has to do with the timing and the images. You have teenage suspects and family murders, a multi-state flight, and then televised fear just as post-war America was trying to sell safety and conformity. Newspapers ran day-by-day maps, parents double-locked their doors, politicians talked about juvenile delinquency, and then the case later inspired art and then also argument. You have Terrence Malick's Badlands, you have Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska, and a long line of true crime retellings that use the spree to ask what happens when charisma and boredom and a gun meet open roads. If we tie it back to the song, in the words Starkweather Homicide, Billy Joel tags a moment when innocence mythology really collided with reality. You had, the sirens on the highways and school photos on front pages, and then a courtroom trying to sort fear from fact. And the reason why it matters, well, the Starkweather homicides show how media can magnify violence, how courts can wrestle with, agency and coercion, and then how a single case can redraw the line between private danger and national anxiety. If you enjoyed this episode of We Didn't Start the Fire, please leave a like, a share, a comment, a follow, any of those things, and I'll keep moving through the song because next up after Starkweather Homicide is Children of Thalidomide. Thanks for watching.